You hear a lot of people talking about golden hour. But what is golden hour? And can I use that? And how do I use it as a photographer? And what's the power of golden hour? And is there only one magical moment, golden hour, or are there more magical moments in a day where you can shoot amazing pictures? Let me take you into the world of golden hour and blue hour. Golden hour is the period just after sunrise and just before sunset. And it's called golden hour, but to be honest, it's not always an hour. It really depends on the equator and how far you are away from that equator. But here from my location, from the Netherlands, it is around 45 minutes or sometimes half an hour. You really need to watch the sun, the sunlight, and the quality of the light, because that's what you can recognize. You can see that the golden sun is throwing amazing yellow light on my body and all the whole environment, and that makes golden hour so good. The quality of the light, the warmth, the temperature of the light, and that's very nice to use when you're taking pictures. There are some apps that help you determine when golden hour is, but to be honest, I rather look at the environment instead of looking at my iPhone. But it's a handy help, and there are some free apps that you can download which help you determine on your location when golden hour starts and when golden hour ends. And the good thing that you can do is you can play with your white balance. In my basics workshop I explained a lot about white balance, but here you can try to give your picture a better feeling by using, for example, the cloudy white balance or the sunny white balance, and then see what the difference is. Sometimes it will be a little more blue or a little more yellow, but please determine what is the best for you. What do you like best and what's your style, what's fitting your style. I think that that's very important. So playing with white balance is always a very good thing when you're shooting in golden hour. A question that I often get is, can I use golden hour on every day? But to be honest, no. Because what you need is, you need a good sunrise or a good sunset. So the sun has to have the opportunity to throw the light into the landscape. And if it is very cloudy, or if it's a gray, rainy day, there's not a good sunset, and you cannot use golden hour on these days. So it's really important what the weather will be. And if it is sunny, it is great. But also if it's a little bit cloudy, you get really nice clouds in your pictures, and that's what I always like too. So that's also a very good opportunity. But also always keep your eyes open, because that's, I think, the most important thing that a photographer can do. Watch the light, watch the quality of the light and the temperature of the light, and then you're all set to make amazing pictures. And this is also the time to make great silhouette pictures. You're shooting against the sun, so that the sun is a rim light on your subject. And if you want to know more about silhouette photography, please go to my website. There's a free workshop on silhouette photography. Please take a look at that, and in a few lessons I will learn you all tips and tricks on silhouette photography, and I'm sure that after these lessons you will make amazing silhouette pictures. And do you know what the biggest mistake is that photographers make while shooting during golden hour? That's packing up when golden hour is gone. Because after golden hour, blue hour starts. And to be honest, I think that blue hour is even more cool than golden hour. So stay with me and I'm going to take you to blue hour. Welcome in blue hour. You can see, if you're turning your camera around, it's a 360 video, so you can look at the other side. And you can see that there's still some orange in the air, but you can see that the blue, it's going from light blue to dark blue. And you can see it everywhere, and it is much colder. The temperature of the light is much colder, but you can really play with it. And I love this period, because you can see here with this karting picture that I used it with the bridge, which is with some lights on it. But you can also see the picture here from me with Manhattan on the background. It's a little earlier on the day, so it was a little more blue. But you can also see this, and I love this one. It's the triathlete rising from the water. You can see the water drops, and you can see the blue sky I really love that. So if you combine it with, for example, flash photography, it's great, but it's also used a lot in architecture. You can see the buildings. Buildings are lit with light bulbs, which are more a yellowish light, and then in contrast with the blue sky, it is really nice. If you are shooting in golden hour, it's really worth the wait till it's blue hour. So I invite you to do that also. Wait, and it's really worth the waiting.